This is Angela Lose for KDPS News. A new Grandview provost was announced. Effective July 1st, Dr. Carl Moses will become Grandview's next provost and vice president for academic affairs. The group Time Flies will perform at Grandview University on April 7th. The concert is costing the student-run organization around $50,000. Most of the money being used usually goes directly to support clubs and organizations. Vice President of Viking Volunteers, Shelby Seeloff, says how it is affecting her club.
Without this funding source, we aren't able to help the amount of people we do.
Seeloff says that they rely on this money. The Viking wrestlers claimed their 5th straight team title, and 3 individual champions were crowned. History was made when the Vikings won the national title with a total of 210 points. The 3 titles gives Grandview a total of 18 champions. Along with their big win, head coach Nick Mitchell was named NAIA National Coach of the Year. Tristan Bundy, a senior wrestler, says,
"Truthfully, if you have a team that's focused on a goal, that's just coached well, that's taught right, they know that, hey, at the end of the day, we have to take care of business."
Bundy expressed the team's determination. Book buyback this year has been affected by an issue with a student secretly going door to door on campus buying books back for another source. The bookstore suffered a loss of income, but no action could be taken by the college. Course materials manager Cheryl Koch said the amount of work that has been made up because of this action is outrageous.
When I had to find other books, I had to buy new books, which therefore increased the price for students.
Koch cannot express enough what a frustration this is. Grandview University hosted over 50 people from around the world, giving them an idea of what Grandview University is like. The group of students travel with Up With People, an educational organization that travels the world for months. The group of visitors performed a music dance routine in Grandview's gym, bringing over 100 visitors to campus. This is Angela Lose for KDPS News.
Hello, Des Moines, Iowa. You are listening to The Edge 88.1. I'm Angela Lose from AM and the PM, and I will be hosting the show for the next hour. For the next hour, we'll be going with a country twist, so stay tuned for some oldies but goodies and also some new hits. We will be talking country concerts, fashion, and events throughout the show. Stay tuned here on Edge 88.1. Coming up first is Sam Hunt's chart-topping record, Break Up in a Small Town. You are listening to The Edge 88.1. That last song was Kenny Chesney's American Kid. So, since the weather has been super nice out lately, I have just been reminiscing about all my good summer memories, and it made me think about one of my favorite country concerts that I've been to, and that was Florida Georgia Line at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. Living in Iowa my whole life, I definitely have always enjoyed the Iowa State Fair, but I am probably Florida Georgia Line's #1 fan. So I took one of my really good friends, and I was the maniac who stood at the box office for like 4 hours at 6 a.m. the day of the concert just to get really good seats so I could be close to them. And speaking of Iowa State Fair concerts, they have just released 4 huge country names that will be coming here this summer. Justin Moore is coming with special guest Easton Corbin, Reba with special guest Caroline Cole, Carrie Underwood with special guest Michael Ray, and Alabama with special guest Chris Jansen will be coming. Carrie Underwood and Reba have been getting a lot of buzz, and Justin Moore is pretty upcoming, so they were kind of in Florida Georgia Line's position last year. So we are all looking forward to some good country concerts at the fairgrounds this year. Keep it tuned to the Iowa State Fair website for ticket release dates so you can get a good bargain on all those tickets. Keep it here on Edge 88.1 for all of your country hits this hour. You are listening to the Edge 88.1 here with Angela from AM and the PM. This hour so far has been packed full of country hits, and speaking of country hits, a radio station in Albany, New York let country music touch one little boy's heart in a big way. I was online today and I stumbled upon this article who talked about a 12-year-old boy in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, who listens to a radio station that is based out of New York, and he was listening when they were talking about its WGNA radio station, and they do a Country Cares for St. Jude, a radiothon, and this little boy who was 12 years old was listening, and he decided that he would call in and donate all of his birthday money, which was $11. So he wanted to donate all of his $11 to this radiothon to help inspire others to donate as well. He stated in the article, "I think people should donate because I honestly don't think anyone should suffer or go through pain or die really young," he says. "I think they should live a nice life with their family and just enjoy the good moments and cherish them because you're not going to live forever." And so the whole message behind it was that country music kind of inspired this whole St. Jude Radiothon, and it really called out to this young boy. And so he just really felt the need to help inspire people his age to listen to country music and to let that inspire others. So keep listening here on Edge 88.1. Des Moines, you are listening to Edge 88.1 here with Angela from AM and the PM. I hope you are enjoying this country hour. In recent country news, Sam Hunt has been taking the country music world by storm. In recent news made on tasteofcountry.com, Take Your Time by Sam Hunt has really become a big trending song, and the message behind it has been a huge buzz. The lyrics have helped bring one of country's music's freshest young artists to success at country radio. The song is mixed with R&B, soul, and contemporary country, so it's bringing a new feel to the country world. Some stated on the website that older generations of country music aren't quite getting the feel. They're used to the more traditional, but they think that this trend is going to slowly start appearing more and more. Sam Hunt released his album a few months ago, and it definitely has been a huge hit. His writer stated on the website that Sam started doing these phrasing things, and he put in quotes, things, and that started happening in the verse. He saw a trend happening and thought that that was really cool. It took about 3 years to write his new song, Take Your Time, that has been getting all the buzz, and his writers just felt at first that it wasn't going to catch on, and it has been slowly climbing to the top of the charts. So, coming up next is Take Your Time by Sam Hunt. You're listening to Edge 88.1, Des Moines' only shuffle station. We play whatever we want. Please send in your country song requests. We have about 10 minutes left with Angela in the studio, so call or tweet at KDPS 88 or call us at 515-263-2985. We'd love to hear from you. You're listening to Edge 88.1 here with Angela on our Country Hour. I hope you are enjoying all of our country mixes. I was looking at the weather forecast about next week, and personally, I think it's going to have country fans pretty riled up because it is going to be between 55 and 66 every day and sunny. And you know, all of those country fans, we like to blast our radios and roll down the street with our radios up and our windows down. So next week is supposed to be all sunny again, 55 to 66 degrees. So get those flip-flops out or those cowboy boots out and get ready to enjoy that nice weather. Keep it tuned. We have about 5 minutes left in the studio. You're listening to Edge 88.1. You are listening to Edge 88.1. I'm Angela, and I just want to give you a big thank you for staying tuned this full hour while I mix things up with a little country twist. I'm going to play a couple more songs. Sam Hunt, Cop Car is coming up next, and here in about 10 minutes, Morgan Stanley, the other half of AM and the PM, will be doing a fun hour for you with a huge variety of music, so stay tuned for that. Again, thank you for listening here on Edge 88.1. I'm Angela.
Book buyback this year has been affected by an issue with a student secretly going door to door on campus buying books back for another source. Bookstore officials reported it to Student Life Director Jay Prescott, but nothing was resolved. Course Materials Manager Cheryl Koch said how irritating this was.
The bookstore is here to support Grandview. When I had to find other books, I had to buy new books, which therefore increase the price for students.
Coke cannot express enough what a frustration this has been. Time flies. We'll head to Grandview University on April 8th. Grandview's Viking Council is one of the main sponsors. The concert is taking away from funding that is meant for clubs and orgs. Vice President of Viking Volunteers, Shelby Seeloff, says how it is affecting her.
All of our events give back to the campus and community. Without this funding source, we aren't able to help the amount of people we do.
Seeloff states how big of a concern this is. A shortage of food at CJ's Place left a lot of students concerned. An anonymous employee said that the food for Grandview, which typically includes a lot of grab-and-go items, was all sent to the wrong campus. It was a week before anything was done about it. Joe Ansetter stated how concerned he was.
It was frustrating not being able to buy a quick item to eat before class.
Ansetter says that it is not just him that is extremely frustrated with the lack of action being made. Grandview hosted over 50 people from around the world, giving them an idea of what Grandview is like. The group of students travel with Up With People, an educational organization. The group of visitors performed in Grandview's gym, bringing over 100 visitors to campus. Grandview University is still in the process of naming a new provost to the campus. The search started back in December. They are down to 4 candidates and are still in the interview process to name the new 2016-17 provost. A shocking email was sent on Grandview's all-campus email from a student stating inappropriate references, slamming the housing situations and decisions on campus. The student, who is a sophomore nursing major on campus, followed with an apology to the campus and also stated that the email was meant for only a select group of friends.